All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final table of the May version of the Palace Classic 50K guarantee. $250 buy-in, 40K starting stack, 30-minute levels. Now, let's start with 238 players, now down to the final 9 players with first place vying for $12,500. All these players have been in the money, with 9th place finishing with $1,150, and all the players in between, something in between that amount as well. So, with that being said, we're starting off this level 20, I believe level 19. We're starting with 20K small blind, 40K big blind, 40K big blind ante. All the players that jumped into this tournament, 238 entries, total 24 cashed, with a min cash of 550. So, starting stacks will be displayed here in just a second. I believe chip leader is in this one seat with nearly 2 million chips.
We got them on screen, Eddie.
Oh, there they go right now. Yeah.
Oh, well, they're still there. That's fine.
So, nearly 2 million with 2 million chips in play for seat 1, Gibby, with only 9.5 million chips in play. A couple of short stacks here on the 6, 7, 8 seat respectively. Some ICM implications. Again, with these pay jumps coming in, again with 9th place finishing with 1,150. So, Eddie, the Asian sensation, in the booth, solo for the meantime. May have a guest commentator. Luke in the plus one's going to open it up with 18 big blinds with ace-10 offsuit. Going to make it $1.75 or 40, excuse me. And the chip color denominations, the purple chips are 5K, the pink chips 25K, and those orange chips 100K. So, Carlos is going to flat on the button with Jack 10 suited. Hand that plays very well post flop. Suited connectors. Nuwan's going to defend pretty light from the big line, considering it was under the gun +1 open. Ace 4-4 flop. Now look for a small bet here from Luke. Yeah, just about third pot. And it looks going to be folds all the way around. First hand of the final table. Luke taking it down after flopping top or two pair ace and fours with that 10 kicker. Again, this week, 50K guarantee. Tomorrow we're going to be running our $320 Bigger O Congress starting at 1 p.m. That's going to be a 15K guarantee. Made some recent announcements in the room and on social media about some things going on here at Palace Poker. One of them that we announced just yesterday. If you are a 4-card, 5-card lover of poker, we're giving halftime $6 an hour for the entire month of May. And Luke under the gun with another premium should be opening up as well. Does elect to limp under the gun. And Gibby here in middle position, going to call relatively light. Let's see if Jose here may want to squeeze with his hand. Yeah, very good candidate to squeeze. Goes buck 25, especially after a limp and a call. Would expect Luke to at least flat. Does elect to fold this. Wow. Passive action from the undergun position is going to allow Gibby to call 10-9 offsuit. Top pair for Gibby. This is a mix between betting and checking back. Not a very good flop for him, but also not very good board for the middle position. Yeah, it's going to be a check bet call here at least. And depending on what the turn is, Jose may elect to kind of just check back and realize equity. This could definitely be a check bet here. Probably would need to go about 300 to 400K. Does go small. Goes about 40% pot. Again, pretty standard call from Gibby here. Queen of Spades does bring in backdoor spades. And Jose with enough showdown value with King High, opting to take his King High to showdown. Gonna see that he's gonna lose some of his chips to Gibby. Gibby now the overwhelming chip leader here with about 30% of the chips in play.
Concerned about that one, weren't you?
We've been playing for a while.
Yeah.
Also announcing for those of you that are in the chat, all 50 of you, as we get more players in this chat, we have announced in the room, we'll be announcing it on social media and via email, the 33rd down that everybody liked a few weeks ago. We are running it back for the next 3 weekends. Slight buy-in change. Was a $130 buy-in, going to be a $150 buy-in. It's going to be a 30K starting stack, 30-minute levels, also with a 30K guarantee. Adding some levels on the back end. That's one announcement.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, you already got mine.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you.
And Jose is going to open the late position with the ace-8 offsuit. And get a couple of callers from behind with a 1 and both Dan from the small blind. Dan could have potentially squeezed with the hand, but opts to just call with 7 big blinds remaining left in his stack. Very interesting flop. Top pair for Jose. Expect a C-bet here for a little bit of protection. Goes slightly under quarter pot. And Juan's going to float with just queen high. Thus, turn top pair for Juan on the button. And opts check back. Very interesting run out. Probably going to go check on the river. And does. Juan takes down this pot. Now gets into about 37 big blinds. With Jose dropping down to about 25 big blinds. So,
Yeah.
all right, another announcement. For those of you in the DFW area that are industry people, that includes our own staff, as well as
Different game.
staff from other local club rooms or even casinos up in Oklahoma, Mondays and Tuesdays, you get to play in our room for free. So it's free industry night, Mondays and Tuesdays. I will be announcing that. I announced that in the room today. We'll be announcing that on social media and via email this upcoming week. Also, to go along with the 30 throwdown, we're going to be doing that prime time 10K guarantee $100 buy-in. And instead of a 20K starting stack, you're going to be starting off with 30K in your stack. And we're going to add some levels on that back end. So that's going to be on the 9th, 16th, and 23rd, the next 3 Saturdays here at Palace Poker. In a very busy room today here. Currently 11 tables going on. Top pair for Steve. Middle pair for Steven. 2 Steves on the final table. Yeah, and Steve opting to just go ahead and lay down middle pair here. Again, that is what's going to be paid out. These final 9 players, again, 238 entries, a little bit of a soft overlay, just a few minutes away from bumping up the blinds. Again, starting this final table off level 19 to 20K small blind, 40K big blind, 40K big blind ante. Oh, and Gibby here under the gun, going to fold the suited wheel. I would expect one to open up here. It's 2.2x. I'm going to defend the big blind with the 9-5 spades. Very interesting flop. Middle set for Juan, middle pair for Tan, but it's also a very connected board, a board that actually connects more with Tan than it does with a Juan. Very conceivable that Tan actually has like a pair post flush draw, some straight draws as well. Jack of hearts on the turn, very irrelevant. Juan locking this down. Expect him to size up here probably. Yeah, goes 300, goes 60% pot. Yeah, and Tan just going to lay that hand down. He doesn't have to make any moves. We have 3 players who are relatively short. I guess probably 2 players. Dan, who's now going to be in the cutoff with 7 big blinds, and Steve in the small blind with under 3 big blinds. So I think some of these players with these middling stacks are going to wait for these players with these sub 10 big blinds to be eliminated before trying to make a move from an ICM perspective. Again, first place paying out $12,500, and with the next player being eliminated to earn $1,150. Again, this is a $250 buy-in, 40K starting stack, 30-minute levels. We have this tournament the first Saturday of each month. And Dan here, very, very conceivable for him to jam this hand, ace-9 offsuit in the hijack position. Pretty standard from a GTO perspective. Again, with the payouts as is, the jump from 9th to 8th place is not that significant. Again, it's a very top-heavy tournament. As you can see, the top 3 players are going to be paid $12,500, $7.5, and $5.6 respectively.
Always a bum putt. Yahtzee.
If you haven't yet shared, and subscribed, go ahead and do that in the YouTube channel. Again, nearly 70 of you in the chat.
Yeah, no problem. I'll get it.
Also, if you have not yet,
I'll find it.
check in the description.
Oh, him.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or I guess it's now X. This is how old I am. Facebook. I believe we have a TikTok. I think we've only posted like 2 or 3. I don't know. I'm not a TikTok kind of guy, but
This is the last level.
to each his own. I'm too old for that. You know, I have a friend in the booth, Sandy, one of our servers here. I am not going to force her to get on the stream, but she opts to do so. I did not have Instagram until I started working here in July of 2025, so I'm kind of anti-social media, if I'm being honest. And while I'm looking to potentially make a move in the middle position with a 6-9 offsuit, and Matteo in the chat, one of my favorite guys. Guy bought me some sour gummy worms from Buc-ee's, so he's on top of the list. I'm gonna give you some free time. If you want free time, give me stuff. It's a very reciprocal. No, I'm probably gonna get fired for that. It's not a quid pro quo kind of thing. Oh, Steve here with aces and the big blind. Doesn't need a jam. Can go pretty smaller, like 300,000, maybe 350. Yeah, good size here. And he's got to think that Jose is relatively strong from opening from the +1 position. Steve with a hammerlock on this hand. Matteo, are you still in the room? And Jose has to know that Steve is very, very strong here. So especially with an under the gun +1 open and a squeeze from the big blind. Wisely opts to lay that hand down. Again, pretty standard open again.
Apparently. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I believe now we are in level 20. Now blinds up 25K for the small blind, 50K for the big blind, 50K for the big blind ante. Again, chip denominations, purple 5Ks, pink 25Ks, oranges 100Ks. And it's a blind versus blind scenario. Both players with a pair, but Steve flopping 2 pair could check raise here. And is going to do that. Effectively a min click, I think. also going to float with the bottom pair backdoor diamonds potentially. Diamonds do come into play. Would expect Steve to continue to barrel here. I size at 300,000. Small bet goes 20% pot, laying a relatively good price for callers to call with his flush draw, potentially spiking a 9. Now SPR 1-1 for Steve. Now Steve does hypothetically get counterfeited. Let's see what he does here. Could potentially go, yeah. These are one of these spots where he could, like, quote unquote, block bet here.
275.
And Steve very uncomfortable with that board pair and king on the river. Notice if he calls here and loses, although we know he's winning on this end, does put his stack right on the 11-12 big bar. 11-12 big blind does make the call. Going to take this hand down. Good situational awareness.
Whoa. Oh, that's him.
And Steve making a nice little play there, calling. And there are chip counts here. You know, John in the one seat, 2.5 million effectively with 9.5 million chips in play. The short stacks, Daniel Poli at 375K. And Steven now in the hijack with just over 2 big blinds left. Now that blinds have bumped up. If you haven't yet, I'm going to put a link in the chat if you are a new player or interested in learning a little bit more about Palace Poker. I'm going to put a link about getting on the email subscription list here to get plans of what's going on. And Steven here with a relatively good hand, but you're going to see that a lot of his outs are kind of eaten up between Juan and Luke. But all things considered, Queen Jack suited. He's probably going to get a call from Juan. And Luke may be incentivized to call here as well. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jose defends the big blind. Now Juan here. See if he could potentially squeeze. Just going to call. Luke's going to force Luke to call because he's getting good price. You know, we're going to go 4 ways to this flop. Hand 9 with Steven in the middle position. Already all in, so could be nice for a potential quadruple up for him. Give him a little breathing room, about 9 big blinds.
Thank you. So you have some horses in the race.
Top pair for Juan, but Luke top pair as well.
You know?
Got a race now.
Yeah. I always like to have.
Steven with some backdoor draws, with spades, straight draws.
That's a 20K chip up.
515 in the main pot, 300 in the.
I want all the 1,000s. I want.
Yeah.
I have to keep the one.
Keep the one.
Or
Yeah.
keep the one.
Mhm.
It's always the silly things like that.
Oh wow, jam snap call here.
Oh.
Could be a double elimination, depending on what this river card is. Juan does have both Luke and Steven covered. Steven drawing to a 10. Already one of the 10s is out.
Straight draws.
What happened?
Oh. King 10.
Wow, and Luke here with a double up.
King 10 scoops. Nice hand.
Rivers
Good game.
the straight by hitting that card. Stephen G eliminating 9th place for 1,150. Now there are 8 players remaining left
Say hi to your mom. Six build me up.
In this tournament.
Say hi.
Yikes. Did he just pull the mom card? Probably shouldn't laugh, but I'm going to.
That's some good Aggie luck.
If you have any problems with HR complaints, you can email hunanresources@palacepoker.com.
Turned into a hand, didn't it? I'm not leaving anything.
That's HUNAN resources@palacepoker.com.
That way everyone can see you.
Way sexier that way.
Gotta let everyone.
Will Palace Poker Donkey Game, will Palace Poker have any tournaments to send someone to the WSAP main event this year? You know what? I don't think that's a terrible idea either. Let's talk to management about that early next week, about maybe doing something like that. I'm not opposed to it. And that's kind of right around the corner, about 6 weeks away, give or take.
I remember him.
25.
Could be over $1 million now.
Oh, man.
I don't know who Donkey One Gaming is, but you're already asking for free stuff. It's a pretty typical poker player.
Raised 175.
And I was just recently informed by my friend here in the booth who was just listening to announce a couple things. I will do that at the conclusion of this hand. Bottom pair for Steve here. Ace King. I think Steve has to call at least one street here after hitting bottom pair. Would be interesting if an ace hits on the turn. The irrelevant 7 of clubs does bring potential, well, that brings some potential straight draws, backdoor clubs. Inconsequential 2 of spades. Bottom pair is going to win here. And Jose doesn't need to do anything. Ace King has enough showdown value on this board with this specific run out. Steve, now winning 2 crucial hands, finds himself over the 2 million chip mark here again. So we are just introduced some new menu items here at Reverie Global Cuisine, which is our in-house bar and restaurant at Palace Poker here in Grand Prairie. We got some new menu items. We have beef stroganoff, fried rice, beef empanadas. I think we have a new dessert menu item. Let me see if that menu has actually been updated on the website.
We changed the hummus as strawberries now too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a little fancy.
That's what I hear anyway, because pomegranates are out of season or something.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that relevant, but it is what it is. All right, the old menu's on the website. The new one is not on there. Also, since I have time, we are the only poker room I would be willing to bet in all of Texas that has an on-site pickleball court, cornhole, outdoor ping pong, and Jenga, and other stuff. So if you're a degenerate poker player and you want to bet on ping pong, pickleball, Jenga, and cornhole, make a day out of here at Palace Poker. Still have to be a member. And Steve waking up with some pretty big hands. Oh, fireworks incoming between Steve and Juan. Juan looks like he just calls from the small blind, opting not to squeeze. Let's check. Expect a bet on this turn. It's going to be check, bet, call. Or bet, call. Steve's hand's too strong to fold here at this moment, unless he just has some like incredible intuition. I mean, the board pairing 10 one could have a 10 there. This would be a really good laydown. Wow. Great intuition by Steve. Knows obviously he's losing to an ace and losing to a 10. Opts not to just...
Had pocket kings.
Pocket king?
Do you have an ace?
I have.
No? No.
Oh, yeah. Eric, what did happen to the Palace Classic felt? Someone on the Livestream production team dropped the ball on that one. Womp, womp, womp. I'm looking at one of our producers here. It's not his fault. It's not his. Lorenzo like ducks his hand.
I have no idea where it is.
Wait and see.
In the building, somewhere down there.
It's
yeah.
in the new office area.
I'm glad you didn't go.
I just submitted 3 new felt designs.
Yeah,
actually. So
one that's going to replace this one, right?
yeah, I a couple options to replace this one, and then we have a back 9 because we have our
That's
back
correct.
9
One of our
partnership.
new sponsors. They are local to Grand Prairie and Arlington. Have a little partnership going on with them. And a limp from Ton under the gun with the deuces. Don't hate this call. Some players have a limp strategy with these types of small pocket pairs. Can limp call limp fold, depending on action. Juan does. You get a weird spot for Ton. Oh wow, limp jams. And I think these guys had played, if I remember correctly, some of the table configurations as we broke down tables with the last 2-3 tables. Ton probably played with him. Limp jam, especially from the undergun position, very strong move against a player like Juan. It's pretty aggressive, especially with 3 players remaining left with 12 big blinds or left. Again, Jose is now going to be in the cutoff, has about 8 big blinds. Carlos in the hijack has 12 big blinds, and Dan, who is now coming into the small blind with less than 5 big blinds. So,
Thank you.
also have some cool stuff going on at the end of the month. Jungle Man is going to be coming back to host his class, 3-day class. We're going to be getting some information out there on that. We'll be discussing that as well.
I'm Ollie.
And Jose going to rip his stack in the hijack. And Steve again waking up with a nice little hand. I think he's going to... I actually think he may potentially lay this down. I think Ace Queen plus he calls here. I know he's made some pretty good calls. He made a really good call earlier and a really good fold earlier as well. So I don't hate a potential call here, but I wouldn't be surprised if he folded either, based off how I've seen he's played in some of the few hands that he's played already today. Wow. Okay, I was about to say, little sick fake, head fake there, pump. And if you have not liked or shared us on social media, go ahead and do that. You can see everything that's going on, upcoming tournament events. And quickly going to go over some of the promotions that we have announced for the month of May. $6 4-card, 5-card through the 24 hours a day for the entire month of May. If you are in the industry, you get to play for free Mondays and Tuesdays. Also, we're going to be running our 30 Throwdown in prime time, 10K guarantee the next 3 Saturdays in a row. We'll go over kind of what that looks like.
65.
Also, some Poker 101 classes coming on soon.
Said 655,
655.
and you're good. Nice. I like to defend my blind.
Yeah, I know.
That would be a big defense.
And kudos
On my blind.
to all the staff today, servers,
Next time. Next one.
dealers, tournament staff, putting together a really stellar tournament. Again, a little bit of a soft overlay. I think we missed it. We soft overlaid by 12 entries, but still made some money off it. So good for, still good overall considering all the stuff going on around the state. Chip counts here. John still with the commanding chip lead. 46 big blind. Steve now won some 3 crucial hands where he's near the 40 big blind mark. Again, still one short stack. Dan with 5 big blinds. Carlos under the gun +1. The ace king suited. Oh wow, very strong hand from Gibby and both Steve. Yeah, I think Steve's hand is just too strong to fold, even though it is to an under the gun +1. Oh, excuse me, under the gun open.
Heads up. Okay.
All right.
And I was informed of some other stuff as well, but
Blind.
it looks like we're going to be doing another tournament for our VP. That's going to be June 7th. It's going to be Matt's birthday bash, $250 buy-in. It's going to be on Sunday at 1 p.m. June 7th, it's going to be a 6-max tournament. I may have to jump into that. I love 6-max. 40K starting stack, 30-minute levels, 10K guaranteed. Don't have the details on that yet. Yeah, Matteo, those card protectors are pretty cool. So hopefully, we can do some cool stuff like that. Not necessarily, not obviously every month or every week or anything like that, but every once in a while, just take care of our patrons. Again, still a relatively brand new room that just opened up in August. With that, can't do basic math. 11 tables going on in the room this Saturday night at 10 p.m. So, and what a hand for Dan to wake up with 5 big blinds. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets some callers. Yeah, Juan definitely knew I was going to call. Now, Juan is very live here, the suited connectors. And these are one of the types of hands that can crack these big pocket pairs. Sometimes I like to use these 6-7 suited, 5-6 suited as like opens or 3-bets.
Hey,
I'm not going to say that, Sandy. Just not going to do it. I'm too old for that. I had to look at what that meant in Urban Dictionary, and like I didn't even, it was like nothing.
2-3.
Interesting flop. Some backdoor cards for Juan. King's still the best hand. Yeah, now drawing dead. And Dan here picking up some much needed chips. Now puts him on the double digit big blinds at 625K.
One out or how it came.
Especially with the blinds coming up relatively soon. So
Nice hand. It didn't need
who's in the booth? It's an Asian sensation along with Lorenzo and Sandy. Sandy's just listening. She may pop in. So someone's angry.
Ready, 125.
Steve, just going to call on the button. Ace Queen. Definitely could use that hand as a 3-bet in position. but is still in position of the pocket six raise from Ton and the hijack. Anticipate a bet fold here. It's going to float. Drawn to the ace, queen, or backdoor hearts. Four diamonds doesn't do much. Does bring in some straight wheel draws. Backdoor diamonds to go along with the front door hearts. Wow, Don. Just going to rip his stack. Does have the best hand here. Yeah, Steve's just going to posture a little bit and lay that hand down.
Blind, please.
Saw that.
Raise to 100.
And Luke has been relatively quiet. Plus, I'm going to open. Juan going to defend relatively light from the big blind. Check, bet, fold. That's what I anticipate here.
150. All right, blinds, please.
Again, tournament started at 10 a.m. this morning, and we're now approaching the 12-hour mark. With 8 remaining players left here in the May version of the Palace Classic 50K guarantee.
Calling.
Jose on the button. Gonna rip it with 8s. This is gonna put Luke in an uncomfortable position. Could be thinking that Jose's squeezing light, considering all the action, but is gonna be significantly behind.
Start pro, bro.
Also going.
And he does re-rip. Thinking his pocket pairs could be flipping against, does not know how far behind. He's going to get heads up 7 versus 8s.
I folded the best hand.
Luke does have him covered.
It was yet to be the best
Ace
hand.
jack.
Huh?
Ace jack.
Nah, two face cards.
Okay.
I had 2 paid.
Eight's looking for the nice little double up here. Has to fade one of the 2 7s that are in the deck. And Jose getting a nice little pot as chips kind of go back and forth across the table. Still 8-handed. Luke's still in a solid spot with about over 20 big blinds. Again, two short, I guess three short stacks. Carlos 14 big blinds, Juan 12, Dan 10. It looks like they're going to be
Yes,
getting
they
on a
are.
break. It looks like they're going to be on a 10-minute break. Again, still 8 players left remaining in this chat. I have my production guy in here. If you can pull up, let's pull up the tournament stuff since we're talking about tournament stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go to 30 throwdown a little bit. There we go. 30 throwdown, 30K guarantee. Again, the next 3 Saturdays here at Palace Poker starting at 10 a.m. Again, we did bump this up from a $130 buy to $150 with a 30K starting stack and 30-minute levels. Okay. May stream a combination of 1 to all of these. We're going to talk to our production team about them, kind of just throw them on the spot real quick, but potentially going to be streaming some of this respective tournament. All right, if we can get the prime time.
Sure can.
All right. And later that day at 4 p.m., our Saturday primetime 10K guarantee. Again, the next 3 Saturdays to go along with the 30 throwdown. Still going to be a $130 buy-in, but we are bumping up the starting stack. Oh, it's 4 p.m., but it's okay. Don't worry. It is going to be 4 p.m. We did bump the starting stack from 20K to 30K to give a little more playability as registration closes and throughout the tournament. It is going to be 20-minute levels, and I believe we are adding on some levels on the back end for additional playability. So, all right, let's go with the 4-card, 5-card one.
Okay.
Again, as stated, entire month of May, all 4-card and 5-card games are $6 an hour. Okay. I think we have 2 PLO games going on right now. Let's check the room right now. Just 1. We also do have a bomb pot. Yeah. Hunan Resources in the chat. Scott Lyles in the chat. $6 an hour. Also, we do not have a promo for this one, but I found out today we dropped our mixed games to $7 an hour. I don't know if not forever, but it's going to at least be for a relatively long time. All right, let's pull up the new industry one. Newly announced for the next 2 Mondays and Tuesdays only, free poker industry time. All day, all night, no charge. You must show current valid poker industry pay stub dated within the last 30 days. Okay, we're going to require that in the room. And then we're going to see what we're going to do for the remainder of May regarding this promotion, changing it, keeping it, not sure yet. But I'm going to look at some analytics for those days, respectively, for those games and see where that leads us to. Also, towards the end of the month, we are currently in the middle of putting together our June promotions. We've got some cool stuff going on in June. All right, let's go out of this. Let's actually put me on the camera. So I am gonna thumbs up myself on the camera for just a second. All right. All right. So in the solo in the booth, Sandy is making sure she is not in camera view, as well as Lorenzo, but Lorenzo's off to the side. So again, got some cool stuff going on in May. Again, the half price 4-card, 5-card is one of the things that we got going on. Just been in talks today that we are more than likely going to be bringing back Stacks Poker in towards the end of this month, maybe June. If you guys don't know, we had hosted them, I believe it was in February. Yeah, February. Rampage Poker was here. Wolfgang was here. Had some high stakes lineups looking to bump up the stakes. So we ran some very interesting stakes of that game. And apparently this is new that's going on. I'm not 100% certain how this rolls, but we ran some 50-50 antes for the small and big within a 200 big blind ante. And then the last day the game played extremely big. It was a 100 small blind and 100 big blind with a $300 big blind ante. Again, I'm unfamiliar with the structure of those types of cash games. Typically, if you see a big blind ante, it's going to be like 100, 200, 200. It's kind of like a tournament, but very interesting dynamics. So going to be hopefully bringing them back towards the end of this month, early June. Not sure, but working on that on my end. Again, I'm Eddie Batinga, the head of player development here. So if you're interested in hosting a private game or interested in just coming to play the room or wanting to share your membership experiences here, I have questions in general. I'm one of the guys to talk to, and I'm going to put my contact information here in the chat. Feel free to reach out. So, and Matteo did play today.
We also have, I'm going to put this up, Eddie.
Okay.
We got this bad boy, Congress.
Oh, I should. My bad. That's tomorrow. 15K guaranteed Congress Bigger O tournament, 1 p.m. $320 buy-in, 40K starting stack, 30-minute levels. I think I did mention that early on in my announcements, but haven't really placed a lot of emphasis on it. So, very cool. Game. DFW area is really big on this Big O Congress type thing. So, just giving the players in the DFW North Texas area kind of what they want. Again, going to be coming up with some very fun and aggressive promos towards the end of the month for next month. Don't know what they are yet. Kind of talked a little bit behind the scenes about what we may or may not do, but again, it's pretty remarkable since we've only been open about 9-10 months now. Just under, about 9 months. Already hitting double digits in the cash games. I think last time we had 16 cash tables. I believe it was 16 cash tables. Right now, still, I believe, at 11 or 12. Let's see where we're at. Let me double check. 11 cash games going on. So lots of cool stuff going on here at Palace Poker. I just got an invite for some cool stuff that's coming up Saturday. May go to it. Don't want to say what it is, but it's kind of like week that I said I was invited to something cool. Scott, I would imagine we would do something special for the 1-year anniversary. As to what we're gonna actually do, I don't know. So let's see what these chip counts look like. We're gonna be coming back to 30K level 21 for 30K small blind, 60K big blind, 60K big blind ante. Oh, that's okay.
There we go.
All right. Here are the remaining players left on this final table of the Palace Classic 50K guarantee May edition. John Gibson with 2.2 million 45 big blinds. Jose with about 1.530 big blinds. Identical with Ton as well. Steve, again, started off this table relatively short. Gets up to about 28 big blinds. Carlos, Juan, and Daniel hovering in the low, from 10 to 15 big blinds. Again, can do some serious damage if they get a double up here as the stream progresses. But we'll see how things shake out. Sometimes these final tables go one way or the other if you're a tournament player. Sadie, you don't have to talk. Do you prefer cash or tournament? Yeah, she just likes them both. I prefer tournament. That's a typical woman answer. But Hunan resources at Palace Poker. But I prefer tournaments because I can actually get people to fold. So, but a lot of my studying, a lot of my play, and a lot of my success is more geared around that. So, yeah, we're going to come back to increase in blinds. It looks like, oh, I'm sorry, it's bigger than that. So my apologies. I thought it was 30-60. It It is not. We're going to go to 50K small blind, 75K big blind, 75K big blind. We're going to lose a lot of. I would imagine we lose a couple players to this level. So if we don't, I'd be obviously a surprise as well. Or if we don't, I'd be surprised, but would expect to at least lose. I would have expected to at least lose one. Again, if you're interested to see what tournaments we have going on during the week, if you are not yet on Poker Atlas, go ahead and do that. You can see all the cash games that we have going on at one time, plus tournaments.
Let's see. I'll text Eric.
You're not wrong, Matteo. I know. I was playing cash. Like, no, when I bet or I'm in a hand, literally everybody like is in the hand. I don't know who this is, Tommy. You're not the best. I'm gonna ban you. I know. What's up, Tommy? Thanks for tuning in. Did you fire the tournament today? Maddie, I'm going to go eat myself some sour gummy worms as I cry myself to bed tonight.
Okay, Eric said he fixed it. You should have audio in like 15 minutes.
All right, so audio's going to be taken care of soon. So you're going to hear my sexy, sultry voice for those 87 players in the booth. Again, Hunan Resources at palacepoker.com. Uh-oh. Dan here going to get himself in a nice little spot again with jacks. Had a big double up earlier with a short stack. Could get himself 612. If he gets called 50, it would put them at the 15 big blind mark, 14, 15 big blind mark. I think. Now it does get himself above double digits now. Juan in the cutoff, who I recall seeing him. Lego, just for the record, I talked to Hamilton today, who's the owner of Palace Poker, about setting up that email address, Hunan Resources. And like, it comes to me, and I'm probably never going to respond to it, but I think I just want to see what kind of, I want to see what we get in the inbox. I think it'd be like incredibly funny. And then contingent upon the severity of what's in there, may have to actually send it to actual HR. Again, working through a little bit of audio issues here that we're going to get squared away on this end. All right, Ton, I would expect him to open this again as it folds around to the big blind, to the blinds. Does make it 175, it looks like. Again, blinds up on level 21. Was 20, 50, 50, now 50, 75, 75. So ace high with the best hand currently. Very neutral board as it comes as it relates to the blind versus blind scenario. Gibby could call here and potentially float with king high. He's going to fold. Yeah. Ton has taken some very unorthodox, unconventional positions. You know, limp the deuces, limp back jam, then made a couple moves to get him above the 20 big blind mark. Good God Almighty. I told him to. He said he would. I don't know. For the record, he could have been joking, but here's the thing. I would not be surprised if he created that email. I want a Hunan Resources hat. That's a great idea. Oh my gosh, Eric, we're going to have Hunan Resources hat here. I got to tell Sandy and Lorenzo a funny story, but I can't do it on air because it's definitely a violation of Hunan Resources. I promise. I will definitely, will not. Yeah, everyone's going to be like, what happened to Eddie? He's not commentating anymore. There's a reason why. As Sandy and I sip our glass of wine. Eric and I have have a funny calendar coming up pretty soon. I can't talk about it though. It's a sick troll, but whatever. Once we get the audio back, I'll pause myself and I got to tell these guys. And make sure when I tell this story, the master volume is on mute. Okay, Lorenzo.
That's you. You got that one right there.
Yeah. Okay. It's the far right one, right? I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna confirm that it is, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, it's paused, and it's not gonna be paused." And I'm so getting fired on Monday. Like so getting fired.
The most viewed
Yeah.
stream ever.
Oh my gosh, we got to get. All right, I'm gonna have Chat GPT create one right now. Top pair for Carlos here, but Steve with sixes. I could see him leading out here. Yeah, I don't hate this lead. Carlos is going to rip it. Steve's now in a weird spot, too. I mean, with the Carlos in the big blind, he could definitely, obviously he does have top pair we see, but he could have some like pair flush draw combos, backdoor heart, like pair plus backdoor hearts, straight combos. Steve does have the six of diamonds. Hamilton. I still don't know if you're trolling, Hamilton. Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. Oh my gosh, that thing's gonna be pouring out again. A little bit of audio, just trying to make this chat a little fun and light as we get this squared up with the audio back on here in a few minutes. What's even better is that the owner like in on it. It was the funniest thing. I'm like, Hamilton, I know you're listening, but I don't think you know how many people now like in the room were like Hunan Resources at palacepoker.com. Yeah, like tournament players today were saying it to me. It's the funniest thing. Can we trademark that? Like trademark for sure. No, Eric's talking about playing pickleball. I am not going to. I guess I could commentate that one because I'm not going to be in there. So.
Commentate the pickleball?
No, he's saying that they're going to play pickleball before and they're going to smell like
Yeah.
nastiness and then play the stream.
Eric said don't do that.
All right, Luke in the +1 position with the A7 suited. Expect him to open here. Does not need to rip. Still has enough chips to make a move again with Juan and Dan short stacked as well. Steve here. I think Steve's going to have to rip it. Oh, wow. Just calls on the button with the suited Broadway cards. I think if he rips it there, he takes out a lot of that dead money from the small blind, big blind, and then open from Luke. It's going to go heads up. Yikes, Matteo. Shots fired. Great flop for the A7 of diamonds. Flush draw with also, the not flush draw, also with a gut shot to the straight. Yeah, I think it's going to be a bet fold. I think if Steve jams, though, that pre-flop with ace queen suited, Luke's going to be forced to fold, especially with Juan with the short stack there. So Lego, I'm actually literally on ChatGPT having create a hand T-shirt. I don't even know what I just asked ChatGPT to do, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see what matriculates after what I typed in. So, then I'm gonna send it to Lorenzo. We can have them vote on it. I'm scared to see what's going on right now. It's getting sketched out, and Carlos here, nice little takedown. Yeah, and Hamilton in the chat, we can add Colgate and toothbrush for Rodney in our bathrooms. This is in addition to our amazing Charmin butt softener. And again, if those of you don't know, as an inside joke, Palace Poker is the home of 2-ply toilet paper. For those of you who do not want rashes or chafing, this is the place to come. Okay. If there's any other poker room that uses 2-ply toilet paper, I challenge you to contact Hunan Resources at palacepoker.com. All right, folds around and hand 27 to the blinds. Jack 6 suited versus Jack 7. 7 ahead. It's probably going to be a chop based off of what the flop's going to be. Yep, it's definitely looking towards a chop. I say that. We'll see. Oh, 4. Oh, I thought one of the players had a 4. Now I was expecting a middling card. Okay. Also, we'll just inform that tomorrow we're going to still keep our $3 draft beer special for Dos Equis and Coors. This is on the draft for all of Sunday. Look at Tommy Gunn says, I don't even go home anymore. Hey, do we need to make sure you can't take home the toilet paper? We need to do inventory on toilet paper, Hamilton. Did you hear that? We should make sure that no one tries to steal our toilet paper. Come sit on the throne at Palace Poker. Look. Okay, so we're gonna have a T-shirt and hat that says Palace Poker, the home of 2-ply toilet paper.
We got a bidet and a water bill at the big room.
I don't know what bathroom you're using, Eric, but I do not know any of the bathrooms that have a bidet at Palace Poker. But that would be a nice addition. All right, ChatGPT is working on my T-shirt, so I got to get it a logo, front and back. All right. Can still 8-handed with these blinds increasing. A lot of the short players have been able to double up along the way. Yeah, Adrian trying to make as much money on the downs by keeping these players in this tournament. It's not the first time he's done it. The bigger Earl tournament was like chop pot. I was so mad that day. I was like on Omega Tilt. It was like chop pot, chop pot, chop pot. It's like I text our production thread. I was like, we are never streaming this stream ever again. It was brutal. Top pair. Carlos with some backdoor outs. Does opt to lead. It's going to be a bet snap called snap jam fold from Carlos here. Okay, branding. Let's Let's see. Palace Poker branding, final logo files. Let's do print. JPG. Let's do. All right. What color should I use this on? Gold? Let's try that. Okay. We're going to go. Let's go with this one. Again, for the 108 people in the chat, 120 players, if you have not yet liked, shared, and subscribed, go ahead. There we go. Sound back on. So now you in the chat do not have to listen to me as much, so we should get a significant increase in viewership. I just picked up 2 viewers.
All right, heads up, here we go.
All right, let's see where.
Balls and smooth waves, you said that.
Let's see here.
Check. Heads up, here we go. Check.
All right, T-shirt options coming in soon. I want to get everybody's opinion. Eric, this is what happens when you put me in charge of the booth while you're running production.
Oh, there needs to be 2 or 3 more 6s out there. No. I can't make quad 6s on that board. Kind of hard.
Touche, Matteo.
Blind, three.
Maybe next time.
There it is.
Right.
Carlos, another gun, pretty strong move with 15 big blinds. Going to open the 6s, pretty standard. Open. Steve, who picked up a lot of chips earlier, now down to the sub 10 big blinds. Steve just going to call out of the big blind. Could have definitely squeezed that hand. Would have put some of these other players in a tough spot. Again, a lot of these players playing relatively passive. Again, maybe hoping one of these short stacks. Action, flop, top 2 for Steve. Nut flush draw for Gibby. Could lose a player. 8 of diamonds does not change anything on this board in any capacity. I think Steve's just got to stuff it. It's going to be a full from Carlos. Now, Gibby's in a weird spot. I don't hit a call here. Yeah, he snap calls.
Nice name.
When monster hands with a monster draw as well. He's going to need a spade and a spade only, but still decent amount of equity. Does not get there with the clubs down. Gibby, who started this final table as the chip leader, still has a pretty healthy stack. 17 big blinds. Steve picks up some big blinds. Now a lot of, with the exception of Juan in the middle position, a lot of these players are now very compressed as it comes to chip stacks. in number of big blinds, especially now as the blinds have increased to 50K small blind, 75K big blind with a 75K big blind.
I mean, I was trying
Is that appropriate, Sandy? Can I do that for a shirt? Oh my gosh. I want to put it on there, dude. I'm doing it.
You gotta trick yourself with it.
Oh my gosh. This is so bad. All right. Tristan, I'm going to send you these two. This is so bad. Who's Philip Eno? I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is? I got to look him up now.
I can't hang on your story.
It's okay. Philip Eno. I don't know that. Is that even a person? Look him up. Does that even exist?
Filipino.
Oh, Filipino. Oh my gosh. I'm dead, Mario. I got to mute myself. I'm dead. All right, big hand under the gun open from Jose with ace king. Carlos is going to defend super light with a 6-deuce offsuit.
All right, what's up? Here we go.
Mario, oh my gosh, I had to like spell it out in my head. It's kind of like when Mike was to open a rip from Carlos here, bottom pair flush draw. It's gonna put Jose in a tough spot. Probably gonna have to lay this down. Doesn't have enough. Oh my God. I've been here since 7:30, guys. Good God Almighty! They got me twice on this stream. Oh, oh my God! I'm pausing. I got to take this off right quick. Mario, ask Sandy. I was looking up. I actually looked up Filipino. I spelled it just the way he did. And I was like, I don't know who that is. Oh my gosh, this is why I'm single. This is why I'm single.
Oh my god. That's why we can't be on camera.
Yeah.
That's exactly why we can't be on camera. I'm crying.
Oh, this is good. This is good, bro. All right, Lorenzo, I'm sending you two.
Next time I see Eddie, I'm calling him Philip.
That was pretty good.
That was so good.
That was so good. I'm from now on going forward. Anybody that commentates, makes a comment in the chat, I'm gonna in my head. Oh, nice little. And this is a very precarious open from under the gun with less than 5 big blinds. I'd be more inclined to call it just to open a rip with 5-6 big blinds and an open with leaves himself 3.3 big blinds. So. All right, I sent you 2 pictures, Lorenzo. Okay, in between hands. Bro, that was pretty good. Oh my gosh, I'm getting texts from these. Scott sent me, Ronnie texted me. Wow, very, very wet flop. And this is all in snap call. Not gonna get me this time, Hamilton. Not gonna get me this time. Not gonna. Oh my gosh, I'm super dead too. And Tandron effectively dead. Is dead now. Juan with a nice little double up. Again, these short stacks are picking up chips. Still 8-handed on our May version of the Palace Classic 50K guarantee. And Eric, with the way things are going, we may have to swap out Adrian.
Line, please.
Right, in between, let me know when you're ready, okay?
Here's right now.
And then we're going to pull it up in between hands, all right, Lorenzo?
Okay.
All right.
Good time for aces.
Yeah. Good.
Sure. Even flop 3 of your spook. You know? Pretty close.
Filipino.
Who's Philip?
I'll look him up right now.
Bro,
Oh my god, that was so awesome.
that was very good.
It's gonna live rent free in my head for a long time.
Yep, don't blame you. I'd be mine too. Brad Kogel in the chat. What's going on? Dealt for a couple of downs today. I think you had something with your wife this evening, so hopefully that went well. Steve here. Just gonna go. We haven't seen really Steve make it. But we had some big hands where we just like opted to like limp, call. You know, not opting to 3-bet here. Not opting to 3-bet some hands. Thus, no one with anything. So Ace High still in the lead. Neither Mike or Philip made this final table. Brad. Nice. I'm not a big fan of the hats, but I'm just going to throw them in there. So.
Yeah, that's what
Raise 200.
Nice. Six.
All right, that's it. There you go.
Carlos here going to get tangled up with Juan.
I'm in.
Carlos just going to check rip fold. Yeah. And as anticipated, Juan laying that down.
Which one do you want first?
Let's go toilet paper one. All right, so
Here we go.
all right. What do you guys think? Palace Poker, the home of 2-ply toilet paper. That's an option. I can put together another one if you don't think that one's good enough. Okay. All right. I mean, like I said, that could be in the back of it. All right. Hunan Resource. Give me Hunan Resources.
Sure.
All right. Oh my god. So yeah, that's an option. All right, you can pull them off now. Let's get back to the poker.
The contact name should be Filipino.
Filipino, yeah. Contact Filipino at
Your number.
oh my gosh.
That's it. I'm gonna get fired.
Nah, I'm not gonna follow with that one, Kogel. Oh my gosh. Top sellers for sure. Yes. All right, Juan. Jose's gonna rip it with 12 big blinds. Juan, an interesting spot with 8. Ace Jack suited. Excuse me.
It's my move.
Again, I don't hate that fold. Because if Juan were to get eliminated, if he gets called and eliminated, it's a little bit of a pay you up. Again, we've been 8-handed for a little bit.
Ace Jack suit.
Do you have the character of us? You have that character picture of us?
No, I do not.
Ariel to send me a picture.
I know.
Yeah.
This is not fun.
Best hand. Best hand.
Yeah.
They did me dirty. This is for the record. If we get this character picture on here, it's totally fine. Oh shit! No. You know what? I know. I can get it from Facebook. I can get it from Facebook. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go get it real quick.
Oh, I see. He's gonna say a lot of people more. He's gonna say a lot of people. Oh my god.
Downloads. What? No. I'm just gonna go to your.
Go to raise the name.
Yeah, Eric. But it was from like a month ago or something like that. And he posts all the time. So.
Raise 175.
Oh, Eddie says check, or Eric says check downloads. I might have it.
Oh, he may have. Okay.
All right, guys, lines will be up next hand.
Come verify this for me, Eddie. Oh, there it goes.
Yep, that's it. They did me dirty, bro. They did me super dirty. For the record, I've lost 17, 18 pounds since then. They did me wrong. We're gonna have to redo that when we go there next time.
I'm gonna do it differently here.
Yeah, Dan here is ripping it for his entire stack. Forcing the action here. Haven't seen too many 3-bet rip spots. Oh boy, and Gibby gonna try to ISO rejam. And Steve is probably gonna fold this hand considering the action. I think this is a 4-bet pot. It's either 3 or 4-bet pot.
Looks just like
Looked at. Yeah, how's it feel? Yeah. 6 to 6. Oh,
Knew it.
man.
I had the feeling Queen's coming.
Something's coming.
Hearts.
I started to go. I was thinking about it.
Not gonna get me. I read that one in my head, Matty, before I read it. I was close. I was close. All in here between Gibby and Dan. Ace King still in the lead. Again, Gibby does have him covered. So not quite an elimination yet. Okay, going to be drawn to a queen and a queen only. Even though it says 3 outs, one of those outs is not available. Dan.
How much?
Now the chip leader at this final table has been patient, biding his time.
Just felt like a good squeeze spot.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to squeeze ISO jam.
Yeah, it was.
I'm like, if you got
Too many
it,
colors, and I only want to deal with one person. I don't know.
you got the right person.
All right, 51. Just like the beginning. 51.
Here, I got a better view of the caricature now.
There you go.
yeah.
Man, my face was fat though. I lost a lot of weight. That's pretty good. That's a good picture.
Raise at 250.
Steve picking up the aggression with this hand specifically interesting. Some stronger hands earlier in this final table spot. I think on Gibby's spot, I don't hate this fold because I think against anybody else on this table, I think he tries to gamble there. But knowing that Steve has played relatively strong hands and strong hands only and raised strong hands, and limp some marginal hands for him to open on the gun, I don't hate that fold from Gibby. You reading me?
Yeah, we'll do it. Philip is definitely drops it.
Dang. Man, I need to commentate more. This is awesome. I'm just getting roasted. Who needs an ex-wife when you have the chat at Palace Poker YouTube chat? Okay, Gibby's definitely going to rip it. It's going to go heads up against Luke. Steve's definitely folding here. Coin flip scenario, basically like 53-47, I think 54-46 before the actual stats come up. Still doesn't have Steve folding, so let's get that.
Need it.
Yeah, 50. Okay, it's 57, 43%. 10 still in the lead. Luke gonna need, or Gibby gonna need ace or king, and ace or king only. Some of those outs have been burned.
Game, yo.
Take it easy.
Good game, guys. Yes. Yeah, tips went to the Aggie at least.
All right, Gibby, our 8th place finisher for $1,450. We are now down to 7 players left on this final table at the Palace Classic 50K.
Very good.
You guys keep hitting over here.
Going on. You do.
You do. You're right. Have faith.
Huh?
Have faith. No, he had ace king. Yeah, nothing you can do there. Ace king short.
Oh, is that his mic is still on. Carlos here gonna squeeze from the big blind. I really like this squeeze. Can definitely force Jose and Dan to fold. Again, now that one player has been eliminated, Juan trying to make a move, especially knowing that he's going to be coming into the big blind, and the blinds, and a couple of hands. Gonna pick up some of these dead chips in the middle with the blinds and this big blind, and yeah, so. Carlos here, nice squeeze here. Gets into about 18 big blinds. Again, 3 players left with 10 big blinds. Again, blinds are now up level 22, 50K, small blind, 100K, big blind, 100K, big blind, ante. Who's Knit Eddie? What? I don't know if that's a troll or not. But it's pretty funny. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is the toilet paper one. This is it. This is it. All right.
Raise.
Come on in.
Wow, look at these hands here. Juan's definitely gonna snap. Yeah.
Lucky 7's coming.
Lucky 7. They hit a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little double up
Yeah, they have.
in store potentially for Juan if his jacks can hold.
How much is it? So close. Another diamond.
Jack's still holding up so far. I need a 7 and a 7 only on this river. And Juan, again, these short stacks picking up some chips.
Okay.
Line, please.
I saw it early.
new incoming T-shirt design shortly.
Line.
Right now, you will.
All right, just sent you two new designs. All right, and Ton here, the short stack now, trying to make a move, going to jam the A7 offsuit +1. Looks like he's going to get this one through. Again, coming up to the blinds, he's going to get another orbit in there at least worth of blinds.
Anybody but you, my friend. I'll take a bust out by you, but not by you.
You said you sent 2 new designs?
Well, yeah, it's one email with two design, one for the Hunan and one for the, what's it called?
I only have one.
What?
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's right. I only have one.
Which one did you get?
2-ply.
Okay, let me send you the Hunan.
Brave.
Wow, look at this one. Just going to call the button and opting not to squeeze jam with his hand. What a flop.
Next time, only.
I believe he showed the, I don't know if he showed the 7 or the 5, but
It's like, bring it on, bring it on.
Who raised that last time? Who raised that last time? You did?
you should have him now.
On the button ace king and you don't raise.
Mm-hmm.
A little wild there.
Yeah. Agree.
Bet you'll raise me if that happens.
I don't believe in.
Yeah, okay. But I bet you would raise me if that happened.
Could be a walk here. Oh, no. Yeah, could be a walk for Tom, which it is. Okay, now down to 7 players. Been at this final table for, gosh, when did we hit this final table? How long have we been in this final table? It's definitely been at least
The stream's
4
been on for an hour and 47.
Yeah. It's like at least 3 levels. It's been brutal.
Which one do you want first, Eddie?
After this hand, let's go toilet paper. That was the first one we did the fret last time, right?
Yeah.
All right, hand over. Let's bring it up. New toilet paper design. 2-ply. I like that. I like it. I like it. The home of 2-ply toilet paper. All right, let's go. Let's go Hunan. Like, if you get a free egg roll though, like, come on, bro. The soy sauce.
Free egg roll maybe.
Yeah, this is great.
You're on the button, you have a suited ace king, and you don't raise.
Oh my god! All right, let's get back to the action.
I think we're playing poker here.
Tomorrow you can do it. You don't see that.
Look, I'm kidding. Look, it's a hat. I like that hat. That's
Oh, I
got.
like that one.
That's actually.
It's actually really
That's
cute.
actually a nice hat,
I'll take 2 and a large, please.
bro. We could definitely monetize this, like 100%. All right, Steve here. It's gonna actually squeeze now again, picking up some aggression now later in this tournament. He just calls. Oh, it's Juan's gonna full and Steve's gonna snap call right here. I don't see Juan. I don't see Juan putting his chips in here. Oh. Yeah, and ask for a count from Carlos. Okay, we've seen Carlos get pretty, aggressive. Again, look at these stack sizes up top in terms of number of big blinds relative to the big blind ante. We're going to see some major shifts and swings probably over the course of level 20, the remainder of 22, 23. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is done by level 24. But what do I know? Oh, wow. In one. Super. And here's what I think. I think Juan thinks that Carlos is, and I think as soon as Juan saw that Steve call, he knows he's like way at least behind Steve in this hand, right? Like 100%.
Go. Anybody has a pair? No.
I said, look, everybody's still drawing live. It's just some more than others.
Side pots between.
Three-way all in
Okay.
with two players.
Put a queen up there. Come on.
Two players at risk. Steve, Carlos, and Juan. Yeah, all three. And whoever's going to win this hand is going to be chip leader. Like 30K, 30 big blinds plus, it looks like, including the blinds.
Ten jack king. Come on. Too greedy, Carlos. Too greedy. Just the queen. Just that gives him a king. He can vote on you.
5, 7, 8.
Oh, God. Yeah. Backdoor diamonds for Carlos. Okay.
Queen bowl. Come on.
Oh, man. If the board pairs, though, it could be like a chop pot. Oh, my God. Did I just do that? I just did that. Oh, my gosh. I'm a sicko. What a sicko. I was like, we got chop outs.
We made money?
Wow.
No.
Only Philip would say that. I'm changing my poker atlas name to Filipino.
Unbelievable. I don't believe this.
You got lucky. You got lucky there.
6, 8, 5, 6, 3.
Matt, yeah, I'm changing my poker atlas name to Filipino. 100%.
We both got
Thought I had it.
We weren't dead.
I did
Yeah,
have
I'm a sicko. Chop pot there. What a sick run out. The board double pairing. Everybody's ace comes into play for a chop pot.
You want us to keep going, that's it. They want us to keep going. 4, 5. Not gonna end the game. Wow.
Dan, when I asked you who you're rooting for, you didn't say Carlos. That's what happens. You don't say You too.
Again, number of more viewers in the chat.
I'll take it. I mean,
Now I can see why we're still 7-handed. We should be the 5-hander right now, but nice little, opportunity for some of those players to stay and play.
You?
Again, the next level should be in about. 9 minutes and some change, where we bump up to 75K, 125K, 125K for the small and big blind respectively.
1.1.
Good?
Yeah, no. I was just kind of like stepping that, just kind of like that's not enough.
Wow,
That
it's
hurt.
right. Wow, it's right.
That was going to be.
No, called it.
I forgive you for the second.
Eric, we're never letting Adrian deal a final table ever again. I'm in that live stream thread too. I'm just be like, no, you're not dealing a final table. You can deal cash. Yeah, this hand is going to play very well post flop. The 8-9 suited, although the 10 of clubs and Jose's hand does kind of eliminate and burn some outs. Top pair for, middle pair for Carlos, bottom pair for Jose. Carlos should start betting right here to get a little bit of value. Doesn't need to go small, 75 to 100K. Oh, those half pot. I don't hate this call. Oh, and Jose does get him on the river. Check. Oh, he's gonna go for a little value, 250. And it looks like he's targeting exactly the hand, like with something with the 9 containing a 9 or a 6. The clubs is bad for Carlos to call with because he's blocking some of Jose's bluff combos. 8-2 because then he's blocking some straight draws as well. So. Nice little play there by Jose as he rivers. Pair of 10s. I actually like this hand. These suited kings, late position, can function as opens and 3 bets, potentially. We've seen Steve taking some more aggressive positions the latter half of this final table versus early on when he was using a more conservative passive approach. So
No? 2 pair? I had a pair. Pair? A pair was good? 9. 9? Good? I'm gonna see it in about 15 minutes. I should have shoved. I clubbed the 9 and club draw. Should have shoved right then. That's what I get for playing bad.
Dan could stuff it. It's exactly what he's supposed to do, and I think he has to call. Yeah, pretty standard blind versus blind with these stack sizes respectively. Coin flip scenario. Again, 55, 45%. approximately. Five still in the lead. Johnson, ace or jack only, but all of his outs still live. 14%, 50%, yeah. Again, these chips are just going back and forth between these players. Yeah. I could be on another glass of. I'm gonna actually this 2-play. I'm gonna send it to the.
What did I give you, sir?
It was a female that played the 1-2 stream, and she like got on the mic. It's the whole 2-play. She's like, I love playing at Palace Poker because they have 2-ply toilet paper. So that's where that came from. Yeah, no, actually, he is in the spotlight that he's supposed to rejam there. I bet you $100 that's the correct move. I think the guy had 6 big blinds. He had him covered. He's supposed to rejam and put the small blind. He doesn't have to, but. All right, Don, under the gun with the suited Broadway cards. Let's see what Steve does here. Uh-oh. Wow, this is going to be a big hand. Luke's going to rejam. It's going to force Ton and Steve to fold here. And wow, when Jack jammed, Luke immediately. This is a 4-bet hand here, so. Yeah, Steve's going to fold now. Set up hands.
Yes, sir.
And again, there's at least one ace that's been eliminated, and also a king that's been eliminated. The king 10, the king of hearts that was in Ton's hand, and then the ace of spades that was in Steve's hand. So Luke's gonna have less outs to hit, but does end up in fact hitting pair of kings on this flop. Some straightening cards on the turn could help Dan out. We're gonna need a jack and a jack only, but it looks like all the jacks are burned based off up there. It still shows 5%. Again, another player. Where's that audio coming from? Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know where it was coming from. I was like bugging me.
Yeah, good boy. Down.
Yeah, I'll be.
Ay, just down here. For me, just down.
I opened.
Now, Dan, the short stack down to less than 4 big blinds again, as we've seen for a vast majority of this final table. Chips are just exchanging from one player to another. What are we? We're over 2 hours into the stream, right? Correct. And literally
Yeah.
only two players eliminated, with the average stack being, you know, what's the average stack right now? The average stack is, well, 3. It's like 13, 14 big blinds before this, before the start of the next level. So don't foresee any of these. Well, okay, so
10 million.
Not even close.
again, Carlos now again, nice little pickup for him as he's gonna make some of that up, or not make some of that up, but rather save him potentially an orbit of blinds by picking up that hand in early position with the blinds coming up and a couple of hands for him.
Still quiet right now.
Ton's gonna jam it, blind versus blind. Don't hate this jam, especially with 6 big blinds. It's gonna be tough for Steve to call off his stack, especially with Dan with 3 big blinds coming up in a few hands. Effectively, Dan is going to be all in with the next 3 or 4 hands, 4 or 5 hands with the blinds coming up.
My bad.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
Soda water.
Soda water with a lime.
Yes. Regular Coke. Regular cup. One more. One Coke water.
Let's see.
And Carl's gonna get a walk.
Soda water.
Jack high.
8-6.
You dead.
Yeah, I mean that, man.
He went to,
All right, Eddie hit the wrong mute button when he stepped outside, so we lost all audio for a second. But now we can see that that hand is over. It was all in. Carlos and Ton heads up, and Ton hit his ace right on the flop. So that does leave Carlos with 1.2 big blinds left.
thing.
Ton with a nice double up to 18 big blinds.
Carlos,
200. I'll put them right here.
Don't want to see the customer.
No,
They're going in.
going in.
Yep. They go.
Right there. You gonna go play? Go play.
Easy.
I'm not gonna look.
Anton, after his double up, now blessed with pocket tens.
raise 800.
Makes it 800.
I look.
Don't think he's going to get any action from that.
Well, not bad.
He will collect the blinds. Oh no, Carlos is all in. Queen 8 suited. Looking for some diamonds or a queen. It's the queen immediately. And there's the 8. So Ton is now drawing to a 10 and a 10 only. Both of them are still left in the deck. He doesn't get it. Carlos comes back and doubles up after that hand.
Don't call me a comeback.
It says don't call it a comeback.
Good. Hey. Now.
Water.
It is.
Just moving chips around, huh?
Yeah, the reason you didn't hear anybody talking because it, in fact, was muted.
Yeah, Eddie.
You have to remember, I am the Asian that's good at math and Excel spreadsheets, not the one when it comes to technical aspects of anything. Includes a machine with the buttons and levers and dials. So, We are back on there. My bad, Lorenzo. You were talking for naught. My bad, bro.
No, yeah, I came up and unmuted it, but I did miss
Okay.
like a whole hand, basically.
One on the button. I wonder if Dan is going to squeeze here. Not necessarily the best hand to squeeze with, but again, this is to a button open, does opt to fold. Luke's going to defend here again. One of the bigger stacks, actually the biggest stack here. Opting to call pretty light. I would foresee a check bet fold here. Yeah. As right on cue. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm going to change the Hunan Resources one. All right. My partner in crime is going to be heading out for the night. He's got to be back at 8 a.m. Works hard here. Thank you, Sandy, for keeping me company in the booth. We will see you tomorrow at some point, probably.
Yes, sir. 8 a.m.
I ain't coming in that early. I can promise you that. That ain't happening.
Raise. Run, please. Raise 250. Line, please.
Again, now we're entering hand 60 of this final table. Blind 75K for the small blind, 125 and 125 for the big blind and big blind ante respectively. That's a good question. Before, not here at Palace. It's a very nice little room here. Very Vegas-like, Venetian-like, open concept, great lighting.
Raise 250.
Again, in terms of all the rooms in Texas, one of the nicest rooms, if not the nicest rooms. I think there's like 22,000 square foot total. All right, Steve's going to jam the deuces in this spot. And Jose drawing very live. Again, the coin flip scenario here. And yes, before too late, we really do have a pickleball court here. With cornhole, ping pong, and Jenga. Deuce is still strong here, but again, could potentially get counterfeited, actually. Uh-oh. Full house, though, for Steve. Now he's going to be drawing. Yeah, there's more live than he thinks he is. But Steve does get a double up again.
Never chooses, never lose.
All right, this is the last one. This is the last t-shirt. I'm getting this made. This is version 3, okay? Lorenzo.
Got it.
Send it to you. All right, yep. Jan's going to just open rip here with the ace-jack offsuit. Pretty standard concerning his stack size. Steve here in an interesting spot with a pocket pair. I just sent it to myself.
11 and a quarter.
All right, send it. All right, just forwarded you. All right. Steve all in the ripping ISO late jamming. Oh, okay. Carlos decides to get on the action with 3.2 big blinds. And we could have a double elimination if Steve sixes holds up. Now, even if Steve loses his hand, he'll still have about 4, depending on who he loses to. If he loses to Dan, he's still going to have about 4 big blinds, I believe. 4 big blinds.
All right, come on, guys.
They're alive. Come on.
You are very live, Carlos.
Nathan, this is a one-day tournament. Again, we start at 10 a.m. It's about 11:30. We're down to the final 7 players. Could be down to our final 5 players, depending on if Steve's sixes hold against these cards.
What's that?
Well, interesting flop here, top pair for Carlos. Gut shot to Broadway with Dan.
Another king. 6. Let's put another king up there.
Carlos eliminated
He's fixed it.
as Dan. Carlos there. 7th place for $1,850. Good game to Carlos. How do you have those prepared so quickly?
I have Poker Atlas pulled up,
Oh, so you can
and
see.
so I can see the clock. Anytime someone busts out, I just go over to the chip count, see who it was, and then I have the Eric sends me the pictures in advance
You want it all.
when the stream starts.
Come on, man. Don't play with my emotions.
So I have 15 minutes from seeing the update to.
Yeah, take it. Good game, Carlos, man.
I was like, that's pretty good.
You played well. You played really well. Yeah, you picked your spot. Yeah, you're a lot of tournaments online. Do you?
I could spoil the whole thing for you right now.
Live is different dynamic.
No, I'm watching it as well. Let's kind of see where we're at. All right. 6 players left remaining. This with 2 of those players just under big blinds again. Very compressed big blinds with no player having even more than 20 big blinds.
We've been doing that for 12 hours. Yeah.
Gibby was started this final table. Chip leader busts in 8th place. Again, we've seen time and time again throughout this stream, chips trading back and forth amongst the players.
Raise 350.
This guy. A few chips and
Streaking all in. Fine.
$238 players. I'll go through the dynamics at the conclusion of this end. So, again, start at 10 a.m. $250 buy and 50K guaranteed. 40K starting stack, 30-minute levels. Now, we do, for the next 3 Saturdays, we are running a $150 buy and 30K guarantee. Again, that one's going to be 30K starting stack, also with 30-minute levels.
Let's get this shirt up here.
Yeah. All right, new version 3. Got a complaint? Don't worry. Filipino will walk on it. I didn't even know that said walk on it. That's pretty good. Oh, my gosh. That's good. Your complaint might be fixed, but it will be walked on. I didn't even... This is great. I'm so getting that shirt. Oh, my gosh. That's good. That's really good. Correct, Nathan. $250 buy. That's a pretty good shirt, Mateo. That was version 3. All right, pair of 8s for Luke. Top pair for 1. Dan with just bottom pair. Oh my. We're about to lose a player. 2 pair versus 2 pair. Oh, wow. He didn't have to go all in. I mean, the 7 does make a straight, though, so that kind of makes sense. I'm not seeing that board run out with a straightening card, making a straight there. Nice little pickup there for Juan on the button. Luke loses some chips.
When I went pre-flop, I almost went in pre-flop last hand. Did you? I would have saved him some money.
Yeah, I'm going to rip it on the button with 7s. Probably. Ooh, Ton here with 6s. I wouldn't be surprised if he calls here.
Doing it on my button. On my button.
Unless he's considering ICM of Steve. Steve is about to be in the big blind, too. Ooh.
I fold in.
Yeah, now I think about it, especially with Steve being the big blind.
Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario for me.
We have extra decks, but I don't know if they're for sale. I can definitely find that out. We upgraded to like Faded Spades decks or a different brand of decks from what we originally opened with. And I don't know what we've done with the other decks of cards because they're totally different color scheme, different design.
We built a bunch of houses.
Did y'all really?
Yeah, card houses, and they're all spray glued together, so we don't have any decks left.
I think you're trolling me, right?
No. Matt, JT, and Eric built card houses.
Are you serious?
with all of the old decks and spray glued them.
I don't believe you. Everybody's been getting me this past like a week or two, so. Oh, wow. And Jose here in a commanding lead. Steve does have some. These are one of those hands that actually plays well post flop with the ace five suited. I hate you, Eric. This is it. I'm not commentating any more live streams. I'm dead. More chop outs again.
A 10.
Yeah, and Steve just shown to a 5. Or Jack or 10.
Good playing with you, sir.
And Steve eliminated in 6th place for 2,350. Had a nice little final table. Won some big hands kind of early on in the stream. Got his chip stack pretty big. Gave some of it away. So I was like, when the hell did they build card houses? Eric never told me about that. I'm struggling. I've been here for 14 hours. Hate my life. Whatever. So whatever.
Thank you.
Clock store.
Well, it's gonna be single big blind. 2 and 3. Yeah, you're in 2 and you're in 3. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 2 and 3. Yeah. 2 and 3. All right. You come this way. I think your chip. There you go. No, you're there. You're there. And you're single big blind.
And now down to the final 5. Should be bumping up the blinds pretty soon. At least I hope to God so. Again, these players are going to be playing for $12,500 up top unless a deal is made at some point. So
Raise 250.
So Nathan, this is Eddie Batinga, the Asian sensation. I'm part of the management executive team here at Palace Poker. I'm commentating this final table because no one else was available. So, again, don't know what you know about this tournament. 40K starting stack, 30-minute level start at 10 a.m. 238 entries total, with 24 of them making the money. Min cash $550. Again, top place paying over $12,500. Excuse me.
Raise 275.
Nice little squeeze spot here from. It's going to be a brace call here. Again, both hands to warrant exactly the actions that have gone on the blind versus blind scenario here. Pretty standard open, pretty standard defend. Wow, interesting flop top pair. Open ender for Juan. I think he's going to check call, yeah. Oh, boy. Does get there with the straight. But diamonds in play now. King for chop. Any diamond will outright give Dan this hand and put him in a really good spot. Oh my gosh. Ace on the river. Does. He had the best hand, but still eliminates.
Don't leave me. Not yet. Right there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I just want to make sure we didn't accidentally get any copyright with that music in the background. All right, now we are down to the final 4 players. Yeah, and we are now bumped up blind levels to level 24. 75K small blind, 150K big blind, 150K big blind ante for the final 4 players. Again, Juan with a nice chip stack compared to the rest of the players. Again, Jose, Ton, and Luke very compressed. Less than 8 big blinds separates those 3 players respectively. So Juan can put, especially when it goes blind versus blind, between him and Luke. Or if he's on the button, or if he's in a certain position to he'd be in the cutoff. I mean, he can put these players in a heaps worth of trouble.
Was that just the elimination hand right now?
No, we're still 4-handed.
Did I put this up? 5th place? Dan, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a 5th place elimination. So Dan finishing in 5th place with $3,100. Again, now 4 players left remaining.
I haven't got a card in like 2 rounds. That's the first round.
Again, the 2 short stacks, Ton and Luke, both players have less than 8 big blinds left. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if Juan starts using his stack to his advantage. And this is going to fold all the way around, and Juan is just going to keep on stealing these spots if he can continues to pick up, or if he continues to put the gas on the pedal.
I'm all in.
All in.
And let's see what Jose does. He does re-rip it also. Heads up, King Queen versus Queen 9. King Queen in a really good spot. Obviously, the Queen covering Ton's Queen. Also, the King actually blocks some straight draws, so really going to look for a 9 to hit. Again, not too unconceivable for him to hit some straightening cards, but it's going to be a little tougher with the King being eliminated. Again, top pair here does flop a gut shot. Is going to need a 10. A 10 and a 10 only. And Jose eliminating Ton in fourth place, who wins $4,150 for his fourth place finish here. Yeah, Matteo Juan doing exactly what he needs to do here. Now, again, I expect him to put a ton of pressure when it's going to be blind versus blind against Luke.
Call.
All right. Juan is behind the 10. Is still live, though.
He called me.
Yeah, you have more trips. He's all in.
Gotcha.
Top pair here for Luke. Does have the best of it currently. And does, in fact, get the double up.
Should be.
What?
1,025,000.
Both.
Take on both. Not my big one.
Now down to 3 players. With the next player that's going to be eliminated going to be receiving 6,000, I think, 6,000, 7,000, 5,000. Now that Juan gave some of those chips away again, now those stacks again a little compressed. Yeah, nice little raise here, squeeze from the small blind. Perfectly good hand to do that with. Queen high still good here. Yeah, Juan's going to lay this down. Does have a gotcha at the Broadway backdoor clubs. Bet fold. Get chips now evening up a little bit. Juan had a pretty good chip lead. Jose has 18 after eliminating the fourth place finisher Ton. And Luke picking up some of these smaller pots to get to nearly 20 big blinds. So anything can happen. And our next live streams that I know of, Monday is going to be our normal 1-2 live stream. 300 cap, got to be in the room by 2 p.m. to get yourself on that list in order to play. Sorry, that's Monday. My apologies. That's going to be a 6 to 10 p.m. live stream. Again, 1-2-300 cap. Got to be in the room at 2 p.m. to get on that list. 1-2 live stream. Tuesday, 1-3-$1,500 cap live stream from 6 to 10. Again, open to those that are in the room. Open up to players starting at 2 p.m. Jose with a good old 10-5. An ace-8. Again, three-handed. Pretty strong hand. Ace-high still good here. Check, bet, call. This is one of those boards, though, that one could actually like check raise if you wanted to. Oh, it does fold.
Yeah, right.
And low cards here with the exception of that ace. A lot of those being eaten up. Expect high cards. Oh, top bottom pair. One has a stranglehold on this. It's not going to get any takers. Luke, oh sorry, Luke has middle bottom pair, so Jose's going to probably lay this down. A 3 would be an incredibly bad. Jack of diamonds. Small bet, 350 into 1.5. 20%-ish pot. Trying to eke out a little value. Maybe been concerned about those diamonds potentially, but takes this hand down. One could defend light here based off this action and opts to do that. Trip 10s. Jose. I would expect a C bet here from Luke. 300, 400 maybe. Yeah. Just right at third pot. Oh, wow. Wow, does get Luke to call here with pair of fives. Luke drawing dead effectively to a 5 only. And it looks like it could be heads up between Jose and Juan. And it is, in fact, heads up between Jose and Juan. Luke, third place, $5,600 for his third place finish here at the Palace Classic 50K guarantee.
Yo me limpiara como nunca antes.
Boom, boom.
Small blind, no? Big blind?
There's still 10 tables going on here at Palace Poker at midnight. 6-1-2 games, 2-2 games, 2-2 bomb, whatever. There's two of those games, okay? Again, now that we went with PLO for half price, one table there, and another bomb pot, or excuse me, round of each with a $5 bomb pot and Big O. Every orbit, changing it up. Yeah, I agree. I'm not allowed to run the audio mixer anymore. I only like to. I'm just good at talking. That's fine.
Okay.
Wow, all in call here. Ace nine versus sevens. And this is coin flip. Both players relatively kind of deep to be making these moves, but maybe they're just trying to get this thing over with. So, open ender here.
7 for him.
Board pairing jack.
Hey, come on.
And just like that, Juan P finishing second place for $7,500. The friends going heads up. Jose, the winner of the May Palace Classic 50K guarantee. And we're going to be running this back first Saturday in June. Couple more announcements. Again, don't forget $6 4 card and 5 card for the whole month of May. Industry night, free Monday, Tuesday. That includes anybody here that's an employee of Palace Poker. If you are in the industry, at a local card club or an Oklahoma casino, would need to bring a copy of a recent pay stub within the last 30 days. The next Saturday, 30K throwdown. Oh, there it goes right here. May 14th through May 19th, only Mondays and Tuesdays only. Again, basically for a 48-hour period, industry free time. So, it's good to do the 4 card, 5 card one. Again, entire month of May, just like I said, 4 or 5 card games, $6 an hour here at Palace Poker. Also, we do not have a slide for this if you're a mixed game lover. We're going to put together a list of all that kind of stuff, and we're going to be playing mixed games. That's going to be $7 an hour as well. 30 throwdown. Next week, we're back with a nice little tournament. Again, $30,000 guarantee, The next 3 Saturdays at 10 a.m. 30K starting stack, 30-minute levels, 30K guarantee with a $150 buy-in. Again, and then the 4 p.m. tournament, our $100 prime time 10K guarantee. Again, we are bumping up the starting stacks from 10K, or sorry, excuse me, from 20K to 30K. Still keeping the 20-minute levels and adding a couple levels on the back end. So, Jose Huerta, out of all 238 entries here in the May edition of the Palace Classic 50K guarantee, takes it down $12,500 as your winner. So that's it for us here at Palace Poker.
One more.
Oh, just kidding. Oh, I forget about this tournament. Tomorrow, I guess today, in about 13 hours, $320 buying, 40K starting stack, 30-minute levels, 15K guarantee. So that is it for us here at Palace Poker for this. Again, joining us Monday, Tuesday from small, low recreational stakes. That's it for us here at Palace Poker.